Win or lose, you will never regret working hard, making sacrifices, being disciplined, or focusing too much. Success is measured by what we have done to prepare for competition. He who does not work, will not eat. Here every man may be master and owner of his own labor and land. If he have nothing but his hands, he may, by industry, quickly grow rich. The attitude, and the mind, is where it all starts. History is the memory of time, the life of the dead, and the happiness of the living. Everything of worth is found full of difficulties. You must obey this now for a law, that he that will not work shall not eat, except by sickness he be disabled. For the labors of 30 or 40 honest and industrious men shall not be consumed to maintain 150 idle loiterers. The best way to help the world is to help someone. Women are more balanced than men. Where the most brilliant minds have so far have mostly belonged to men, no woman has ever been as stupid as a man can be. Your aim's as bad as your cooking sweetheart. And that's saying something. The best way to manipulate a man is to make him think he is manipulating you. The pain of preparation is nothing like the pain of losing. Perhaps you will have to spend hours on your knees or upon your face before the throne. Never mind. Wait. God will do great things for you if you will wait for Him. Yield to Him. Cooperate with Him. With this lodging and diet, our extreme toil in bearing and planting palisades so strained and bruised us, and our continual labor in the extremity of the heat had so weakened us, as were cause sufficient to have made us as miserable in our native country or any other place in the world. To seek divinity merely in books is to seek the living among the dead. Seek God within your own soul. Communism works, if everybody stopped caring about money. When our people were fed out of the common store, and labored jointly together, glad was he could slip from his labor, or slumber over his task he cared not how. Nay, the most honest among them would hardly take so much true pains in a vika, as now for themselves they will do in a day, neither cared they for the increase, presuming that howsoever the harvest prospered, the general store must maintain them, so that we reaped not so much corn from the labors of 30, as now 3 or 4 do provide for themselves. Had we been as free from all sins as we were from gluttony and drunkenness, we might have been canonized for saints. I sometimes think that when the Prime Minister tries to select a weapon, it is the boomerang he finds most effective. But our comedies never endured long without a tragedy. The single greatest invention man ever conceived in the dollar bill, because I don't want to know the conversion rate for coconuts. Why should the brave Spanish soldiers brag? The sun never sets in the Spanish dominions, but ever shineth on one part or other we have conquered for our king. There is a twofold meaning in every creature, a literal and a mystical, and the one is but the ground of the other. Whether it is seen in personal terms or transpersonal terms, whether it is heaven or nirvana or happy hunting ground or the garden of paradise, the weight and authority of tradition maintains that death is just an alteration in our state of consciousness, and that the quality of our continued existence in the afterlife depends on the quality of our living here and now. How comes it to pass, if they be only moved by chance and accident, that such regular mutations and generations should be begotten by a fortuitous concourse of atoms,